We also recently got a daycare bill through. It'll be going to committee. This is something the NDP has fought for 500 years. I mean, literally 30 years. And the certainly childcare advocates across the country, childcare workers are happy about it. I think that was really monumental, and I was really proud to be the critic for families, children, and social development. I think this will be a game changer for families, and particularly the part that the NDP really fought for was to put the priority on not-for-profit public childcare system, especially when you see premiers backing private childcare systems that we know is bad for workers and is paid for on the backs of families. We need to protect the childcare system. I also, I just a couple of good things. I just got finished in a press conference. We did a study in the Status of Women Committee on the relationship between resource extraction and increased violence against Indigenous women and girls with unanimous support. This is monumental. And I'm hoping that some of this stuff coming out of the House will be helpful, particularly as we advocate. But we have a lot of work to do. Now more than ever, people are struggling, certainly in my riding. Our party and certainly myself has been calling on CERB amnesty for families that are already struggling to get by, particularly in my riding that competes to be the second or third poorest urban riding in the country at any given moment. And issues with the immigration system, ongoing issues in the immigration system. And I would say we really need to really look at our immigration system and really peel back the onion and really start dissecting the racism that's embedded and in our immigration system in a really aggressive way. And I think it's becoming more apparent. And I think that we need to take very clear stands on it. And again, things that I'm dealing with in my riding. I see the impacts of growing inequality and the impacts of poverty, and the fact that the government still is not on board for a guaranteed a livable basic income, ground zero in my community. Meanwhile, you see all these corporations being let off the hook, and things are getting tougher for people, and we're seeing it on ground zero. So we need to address this. We need to aggressively address this. We're in a human rights crisis, whether it's what I shared at the beginning or the fact that people in droves are experiencing being unhoused for the first time, growing inequality. We need to address this immediately. And if we want a healthy place to live, then we have to invest in people, and that's not happening right now. And so I'm looking forward to continuing to fight this fight in the House of Commons in 2023. Thanks.